you guys, it's Sincerely T. Marie. I'm back with another video. If you are interested in listening to this bit of information, my opinion, keep watching. So, as most of you know, that I am a nursing student. I go to ECPI University. Don't come from my head, because I am transitioning from doing hair every day to now locks. So I'm on this lock journey. I figure, listen, I'm starting a whole new journey in nursing school. Why not start a lock journey and embrace every process, every change, every phase of this journey? So that's why my hair looks crazy. For those of you, all my people that are locks and have, they're locked and have dreads, you know that I can't, get a retwist every week like I would want. So I'm going through the stage and it's killing me, but I'm trying to hang it in there. I'm trying to thug it out, but it's been a challenge, as you can see, looking crazy. But nursing school, when you start, they say, oh, you shouldn't work. Oh, you have to prepare yourself because you won't be able to hang out with your family and friends and all that stuff. And it's just like, the reality is not everyone has that luxury of not working to sustain their day-to-day living. Some people may not have the discipline to stop partying if they like to party. So it's all about discipline. I'm going to use that word. I think I said that in a previous video. You just have to discipline yourself. And everyone knows what they can and cannot handle. Or at a certain age, you know that. You learn that as you grow. But nursing school, anyone can do it. It's all about taking that information that you're learning in the classroom from your instructor, or lack thereof, and adding to that from the outside resources that, from YouTube videos and other resources that you may come across that's helpful. So you're just building upon the knowledge that you learn in the classroom, building on that, in terms of what you're able to apply to that outside the classroom, and you're just retaining that information, and you have to break it down as many times as you can until you really get it. But stay focused. If you're hungry for it, you're gonna win. You gotta push through it. You gotta keep going. You can't be discouraged. You have to keep going. And what they say, life be life, and it does. There's no perfect life for anyone. I don't care what people post on social media. Life is not perfect for anyone at all. But through those times, you have to still keep going. You have to still keep pushing. I can say for me, just being, 100 and transparent during this process, I have my own challenges, and everyone's challenges is different. What each person considers a trial, a challenge, complicated, is different from somebody else. Same way with something that's easy. Everyone's easy. Everyone's finances ain't the same. Something that may be cheap for me isn't cheap for anyone else, or vice versa. So I say all that to say, like, you have to definitely apply yourself and go hard. There's going to be situations that happen, and like I was saying, I'm going to be transparent. Like, I was in the process of selling a property. Mind you, I'm not from South Carolina. I'm from up north, Boston. So trying to handle that business. And when I tell you, it was so many things that can go wrong during that process that just had me like, oh my gosh. I mean, from someone had, one of my workers had I have to say stole, it was stolen. It was there before I, left that property. So, and I think they call it a sump pump or a sub pump, and it prevents the water from backflowing into the basement of your property. So someone stole it, and that caused the property to keep, every time it rained in Boston, the basement kept flooding because it was like pouring down rain for days at a time. Mind you, I don't see the weather up there. I'm in South Carolina now, so I'm getting calls from the tenant saying that there's water in the basement. Then I had to couldn't show, my realtor couldn't show the property because you can't show the property with water in the basement. Like, that's not good. So having to pay for that stuff, and different things was just happening. It was just one thing after another. But life be life, but you still gotta push through. I lost my mom. Her birthday is basically the weekend of Mother's Day, pretty much. It always falls in, around that time. Her birthday's May 10th. So, with Mother's Day coming up, and, I just felt like I was in a real bad funk. Like, seriously. And I go through that ever since I lost her. I have my moments where I go through that, I shut down, I don't want to be bothered by anybody, and it's not easy. When you lose a parent, and everyone's relationship with their parents is different, but it's one of the hardest feelings that I've ever felt in my life, and counting, ever felt in my life. So anytime around May, it's just like, or when I know May is approaching, it's just like, it's just a terrible feeling. So I was going through that, then thinking to myself, like, why are you torturing yourself? Like, you're going to school every day, and you already got a degree. That's just the devil. The devil be trying to work your mind and have you thinking negative. But I say all that to say, I share that and say all that to say, just keep going. Keep going. If you lose some people during the process, they wasn't meant to be in your life from the beginning. So let them go ahead and fly away. That's fine. So, what they say, people are in your lives for a reason and a season. There's always going to be an expiration date at some point. But the person that I'm talking to, that I hope receive this message, if you need to hear this message, just keep going. Keep going, keep pushing through, keep studying hard. Practice your ATIs. If you can practice every single day, every other day, just keep practicing. Sometimes I study and I ask myself, am I studying enough? Because I just want to make sure I understand. And I think I mentioned this before in another video, before, in the earlier parts of school, when it was A&P, it was like I remember making the mistake, like the first 2 weeks of A&P 1, of trying to memorize everything. And I remember seeing videos like, you're gonna go through nursing school, don't think you can memorize everything, and I'm like, what the hell are they talking about? But I got, over time, you kind of get like, yeah, you have to know this stuff. This is real. You're dealing with people's lives. And the stuff that you're going to see in clinicals is no joke. It's one thing to see stuff in the classroom, like in lab, and I'm going to insert a clip of some things we've done in lab. I'm going to try not to forget, because every time I say I'm going to insert a clip, I totally forget to insert the clip. So I'm going to insert a clip of some things that we've done in lab so you can see.
Moisturize the skin. To measure the size of the stoma, place a standard stoma measuring guide over the stoma. You can also...
But when you're at the site, at the nursing homes, or if you're even at the hospitals, it's totally different when you're seeing, you know, an ostomy, like on a patient. It's totally different when you're seeing, you know, the catheters and the bolus feedings. It's like, okay, you learned it for a second in lab, and now it's like, here, you know, do it. And you don't want to make any mistakes, but you have to remember you're still a student. So while it's okay for you to make errors and make mistakes and learn from them, do it now. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be ashamed to ask your instructor any questions. That's what they're there for. You rather make all the mistakes now while you're a student than to make it in real life when you're working at these facilities caring for people, because it's real. It gets real when you're out there in the field, and your license is your license. You didn't go to school and sacrifice all this stuff to lose it. So you have to take it serious, very serious. Ask questions. Don't be ashamed. No one knows everything. We're always learning. That's how you evolve. You're learning. There's no one knows everything. Even people that appear to be the smartest type of person, they're still learning from someone or some source. So it's just like, you're always learning. That's how you grow. That comes with age also. So yeah, keep pushing, keep going, keep grinding. I'm looking forward, because we have a week off next week, the week of July. I'm looking forward to taking some time for myself. I'm not trying to do too much, because to the school. Y'all know I'm on vacation. Vacation, we still have assignments that are due, but I have to retake the dosage and calculations proctor. So just when you see those practice tests on there and you know you need a refresh your memory and go in there and retake them as many times as you need to. What I did was I took all 4 of them one time, and I knew that I should have went back and took practice 2 again, but I'm like, no, you good, you got it, you'll be fine. Lo and behold, on the proctor, all I had basically was practice 2, and I'm just like, oh man. So I gotta retake it, which is fine. You need a 85, and the first time around I got a 83. So yeah, study those practice tests that you'll see when it's time for you to take your dosage and calculations proctor. This is my own fault. Thank God I can retake it. So that's where I'm headed, and I might take you guys along with me to the mall really quick. I gotta bring my daughter to the mall a little later. No, this is not the same shirt from when I was in Savannah. That one was like a cream color. This one's white. Thanks. So yeah, that's where I'm going now. So I'm sure I'll come back on at some point and let y'all know what my grade is today. I'm gonna get 100. I'm gonna get 100. I'm gonna get 100. All right, I'll check in a bit.
Your family told me one day I would see it on my own.
Hey y'all, so I'm home. I hope you enjoyed the video, the vlog, the car rant. I did ace my dosage and calculations proctor. I got a 98, so I'm excited about that. I plan to just enjoy the rest of these days of the vacation and study some ATI as well. And I got a few homework assignments, so I'm gonna close this out. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, all those wonderful things. And I'll be back with another video soon. All right, later.